Hello, in today's session I'm going to take you through 5 exercises I often give out to my clients to help with shoulder pain. For the exercises today, if you've got a resistance band and a little weight, so it can be a little dumbbell or a tin of beans, bottle of water, anything that you can use as a little weight, have that ready as well. So resistance band and a weight. Just to let you know, these exercises, they are given as general advice only. I do recommend that you would have an individual assessment so you know whether the exercises are right for you and your specific injury, and so that you have further guidance on the number of repetitions, the number of sets, and how frequently to complete the exercises as well. But hopefully the exercises I run through today will give you a good idea of some things that you might like to try to help with alleviating shoulder pain. So let's just pop our band and our weight down for now. The first exercise we're going to do is active assisted shoulder flexion. So you're just going to stand, we're going to link our fingers together, and then what you're going to do is you're going to use your good arm to assist your bad arm up over your head or as high as you can go, and then you're taking your arm back down again. So you're assisting your affected arm with your good arm, helping to get as much range for your shoulder as you can as you take your arms up and down. So as you're moving, you're working on stretching through your shoulder joint to try and help increase that range of movement. As often when we're in pain, you often find that you can't get through that full range of movement because sometimes the pain stops you, or sometimes your arm is feeling a bit too stiff to get into those movements. So assisting that movement with the other arm, with the unaffected arm, can often be really helpful for you working into a bigger range of movement to start to get your shoulder used to moving through what it's really capable of, what it's able to do. So that's active assisted shoulder flexion, using your good arm to help your bad arm take your arms up. That's our first exercise. Second exercise we're going to go through today, we're going to try a pushing exercise. So pushing and pulling exercises can be really good for helping with rotator cuff issues. So for our pushing exercise, I'm going to show you a box press up. You can also do this as a wall press up against a wall. So if you're doing it against a wall, hands on the wall about shoulder height, shoulder width. Shoulders are back and down. I'll show you a box press up today. So knees under hips, hands under shoulders, shoulders are back and down. Try and have your back nice and straight here. We've just got a little bit of a drawing in through our core, so our back stays nice and straight. And then you're going to lower yourself down so you can lower your nose towards the floor if you're doing a box press up. If you're doing a wall press up, you're lowering your nose towards the wall as you take yourself forwards. So taking yourself down, and then you're pushing away with your arms. And if you want to times one with your breathing, you can breathe in as you lower down, breathe out as you push away. So pushing exercise is really good for working to strengthen and help any rotator cuff pains, aches or injuries settle down. It's a common misconception that we think our rotator cuff muscles just rotate our shoulder. They also work with lots of other movements that our shoulders do. So pushing and pulling can be a really good way to rehab rotator cuff injuries. So box press ups or wall press ups, so we're pushing away with our arms here, and try and think about having that equal pressure through your left and right arm as you're moving through this one. So its tendency can be to take more weight over onto your good arm, but try and take lots of weight through your affected arm as well. So we're really trying to strengthen that arm up as we push away. So they are our box press ups, or like I said, you can do them in front of a wall, lowering yourself into the wall and pushing away. That's our second exercise. Our third exercise is our pulling exercise. So for this one, if you've got a resistance band, you can use it. You're going to stand onto your band with your feet about hip width. Then you're going to cross your band over and take the end of each band into each hand here. So you've made a cross with your band. I'm going to show you side on then from here. So what you're going to do is you're going to hinge yourself forwards, keeping nice and long through your back. So try not to round your back. We're nice and long through our back here, and then we're pulling up against our band and coming back down. So we're going to breathe out as you pull up, breathe in as you come down. So this is our pulling exercise. So we're pulling against our resistance band as we come up and down. If you don't have a band, you could hold some weight in your hands and go through the same movement. And just watch as you get maybe a little bit tired from doing this one, just watch that you don't start to round through your back. Okay, try and stay nice and long through your spine, and then you'll really feel that work coming through the backs of your shoulders. So again, this can be a really nice one to strengthen up our shoulders as we pull against our band. So that's our pulling exercise. That's our third exercise here. Our fourth exercise, number 4, is a really nice one for helping with pain relief. And you can use a weight for this one if you want to, or you can do it without. See what feels better for you. This is called our pendulum exercise. So what you can do is you can rest your unaffected arm on maybe a worktop or a chair or a table for a bit of support. Again, I'm going to show you side arm. I'm just going to rest my hand on my leg here, but you might find a table or chair feels a bit more supportive. So you're just going to rest yourself in this flex position, and then you're holding the weight into your affected arm, or if that feels too much, just let your affected arm hang down. And then all you're going to do is just some gentle movements with your arm. So you're nice and relaxed. Really try and relax through that shoulder. And you're just trying some nice gentle pendulum movements. So these can really help the muscles through our shoulders relax and help with some pain relief. So for this one, you might like to circle your arm around one way and then try circling it back the other way. So little circles around there. You can also try going forwards and backwards. So it's gentle swinging forwards and backwards, and then try some gentle swinging side to side. So all those different movements can all feel really nice, just for a bit of distraction of your shoulder. So that can be a really nice one for alleviating pain if you've got a painful shoulder. That's our pendulum exercise. That's our fourth exercise. And then fifth and final exercise I'm going to show you to help our shoulders is going to be a shoulder strengthening exercise. And we're going to lift our arm up in front of us. So this time, using a weight for this one if you can. So you're going to take your arm up as high as you can and then coming back down, taking a weight in your hand here if you can. And as you're moving through your shoulder, it doesn't have to be that you take your arm straight up in front of you. You want to basically take your arm through the range that feels the easiest for you to do. So the most pain-free, the most comfortable plane of movement for you. So you might find actually coming out to the side feels better, or coming straight out in front feels better, or it might be somewhere in between. So whichever position feels better for you, whichever feels most pain-free, most comfortable for you to move through, working through that range, keeping your elbow nice and straight, thumb is up as you're lifting your arm up and down. And if you want to time this one with your breathing, breathing out as you lift up, breathe in as you lower down. And there have been studies on this exercise to show that people with rotator cuff problems, it really helps with alleviating their symptoms and strengthening their rotator cuff. But it didn't matter what plane of movement they worked through. The best and most effective way for everyone to do the exercise was just to work through the most comfortable or most pain-free range of movement for them. So finding the angle that's the most pain-free, working through the most pain-free range. So trying to lift as high as you can into that easiest range that you can find as you come up and down here. So that's our shoulder flexion movement there. So there are 5 exercises, so 5 examples of exercises that I often give out to my clients, my patients, to help with shoulder pain and shoulder issues. So I hope you found those exercises really helpful. It might give you some ideas and other things you can try if you've been looking for help with your shoulders. If you're looking for further help, like I said, everything given in this video is general advice only. But if you wanted some specific or individual advice, you're more than welcome to come and see me in my physio clinic, which is in Billericay in Essex. And I also hold online appointments through video call via Zoom. So you can book yourself in for an appointment either way through my website, which is animatedphysio.co.uk. And if you have any other questions, please do let me know. Thanks so much for watching.